Today we are looking at fantasy foot Diogo Jota. You can see here 5'10", high, right-footed, 4-star skill, 5-star weak foot. Before we have a look at his stats, we'll have a look at his fixtures and his chemstyles. So looking at his fixtures, the first game that counts is going to be Man City, then it's Chelsea, Arsenal, then it's Leeds, Nottingham Forest and West Ham. So how these cards work, they get upgrades for certain things. So for example, with Jota, he gets an upgrade if he makes 3 appearances. He'll get an upgrade with 2 goals or 2 assists in the next 6 games. He'll get another upgrade with 1 win out of 6. And he'll get another upgrade with 1 win and the trait. So looking back at their fixture list, they have got a really tough run. Not saying they can't win, because look at what they did to Man United a couple of weeks ago. But Liverpool's form have been a little bit inconsistent. So it is something to consider. He has just come back from injury and he is starting to make a few more appearances. So, that being said, I can imagine him getting a +2, 100%. +3 is likely if he has a good game or he starts, because he does score for them. He does play in good positions. And then, of course, the defeats, it depends. So, he could definitely get a +2, no problem. +3 is quite likely, and +4 is a low percentage. In terms of statistics and positioning, he can play left wing, striker, centre forward. He has got really good stats. Look at the dribbling stats. Fantastic agility, balance, really good composure. Not the best short pass or long pass, but again, not too much to worry about there. Great shot power, great finishing, good acceleration, sprint speed. In terms of traits, just power header and nothing else. We've gone for a hawk today, and we'll talk about chemstyles, pricing, and much more at the end of the review on Footbin. But that being said, let's have a word from today's sponsor and then jump into some gameplay. Are you tired of playing sweat teams like this? Make sure you go to Alt Nice, select foot 23 coins, choose which console and how many coins you'd like to buy, select your payment method, and don't forget to add code NANIC for 6% off on all orders. So, with Jota today, we're playing in a 4-2-2, and he's going to be playing out in the left wing. I do think he's completely suited to play as a cam and a striker, but I wanted to test him out left wing because of the statistics he has there. And having that 5-star weak foot on the left-hand side, cutting in to be able to shoot with his left or right, or pass with his left or right, is going to be absolutely massive. But that's the role he's going to be playing in, that's for sure. His main job is basically to get assists and, of course, a few goals if he can do. I'm interested to see how he feels in terms of left-stick dribbling, skill moves, and, of course, if we do get through on goal, his finishing. Jota on the ball now. Good pass in. Wait for the overlap. Jota with the left foot, bad goalkeeper movement, and we get the goal straight away. Using that 5-star weak foot, nice start to the game. Got some space here, Jota. That's a good ball in. Oh, very unlucky not to pull it off. In terms of passing so far, it seems really, really good. I thought his stats would suggest that he might be a little bit worse, but he's actually feeling okay. In terms of skill moves, very quick at responding on them. Left stick dribbling is okay. Maybe the body type comes into play a little bit there. Do get ourselves through a couple here. A little movement. Looking for that space. Got Jota peeling in between the lines. Find him. Left footed strike. And a great save from the goalkeeper. Let's have a look at his set pieces and his penalties. Hopefully Jota's got some good stats, but we never know with these cards. So Jota is not the best at them, unfortunately. So we won't take it with him. Trying to find the space. Break down our opponent. Jota, left foot. Oh, very unlucky there. Could be a rage quit by the looks, but he can't handle the smoke of Jota. We'll have to see. Just making some changes by the looks of it. So something I noticed with Jota already is he's using his left foot a lot, which is not a problem because he's got 5-star weak foot, but he is right-footed. Do find him here. Left foot again. Jota back in the net, and that is something I am noticing he is very, very good at. Sitting on that pocket of space in between the line and just getting that shot off with his left foot, with his own signature celebration there. And Jota on the ball. Bit of skill, gets past one. Can he play that through ball? It's a hard pass. Good pass there, very, very good. Got Jota again. Nowhere to go, not a problem. Reset the attack. Little pass and move. Green time finesse, very unlucky to get that off. Got Haaland at the bottom, lovely pass from Jota. And we get the assist as well, and that's a fantastic finish. I am not noticing a single problem with this card. But then that +4 boost overall is making him into an absolute machine. Using the bridge to get some space, not probably. He's that left dribbling, sent in one way. Bit more skill, easy layoff, and another assist. You can just see how responsive he is in that system. He can definitely play cam. He can definitely play striker. But you're going to have the most joy out of him on this left-hand side because of his ability to cut in and have that ability to pass with both feet. He just gives you so many options. Bit of skill to get space. Lovely ball in. Jota! Nearly got the assist there from Ginola, but a poor finish. You can see how quick he is at opening the space. That's half-time. So far, so good from Jota. Really liking how he feels on the ball. A couple things I will say is his crossing is really inconsistent, and that's down to that long pass and short pass not being the highest as it should. But apart from that, he is unbelievable. Fantastic at finishing. Really good at the left stick dribble. Obviously, very, very good at opening up the space when you do the skill moves. Jota with a long range shot off the post. That pressure on. Back to Jota. Another power shot. Oh, nearly caught the keeper out there. On the ball. Bit of skill. Pass 2. Shot. And a great save from the goalkeeper. But again, resetting that attack. That's a poor pass from me in the end, unfortunately. But Jota getting that tackle in. Now we get ourselves the ball back. Getting a little 1-2. Ah, it's a poor pass from Fabian. Jota picks the ball up. Bit of work to do here. Again, lay it off. Good ball out. Good pass. Kyle Walker. Opponents decided not he wants to play now. And off the bar this time. I just can't get them to get the goal in now. Jota down the line. Now he's through. He's got to do a lot of work on his own here. Ah, good tackle there. Noticing when his stamina starts to get low, of course, he's a little bit slower running down the byline. That's something to be careful of, just in case you get yourself into extra time at one point or anything like that. Just trying to find that space. Got Jota in between, but we can't find him just yet. Maybe we can now. Jota using that bridge and getting that shot off, and that's something that I love about this card, his ability to do that. Get that bridge off of him, press LB and RB and flick the analog stick, or L1 and R1, flick the analog stick. Get that space and just shoot across goal. He is so good at doing that. He's so clinical in those types of situations, shooting across goal. Jota, bit of skill, gets past Kyle Walker. We get that cross off. Absolute unbelievable cross, and unfortunately Haaland couldn't get on the end of it. But you saw how good that cross was then. If you do the Trivela crosses, they are broken in the game anyway, but they are going to give you the space if you need them to. Got one more tap maybe if we're lucky. Great tackle there. Referee, have a word. And that is the game. Really, really impressed with Jota, his ability to attack and what he managed to do for us. We'll say his passing is inconsistent with the crosses unless you're doing the Trivela cross or the outside the foot cross. Yeah, 5 goals, 3 assists in this game. Had 41 dribbles, 35 complete, 14 shots, 9 on target, 5 were goals. His passing, like I said, you can see there the red lines from the edge of the box crossing in. That's just crosses in general, but it is something to mention, that's for sure. And then defending is just one of those. Let's go jump onto Footbin now. So we are on Footbin. It's about 416,000 coins. And we did actually have a hawk on him. The reason being was maximising this shot power and boosting up his pace a little bit. I felt like that the position we were going to use him in was basically to get in that situation, the pocket in the box like he did, and get those shots off. Because he has an average body type and really high agility and balance, and being 5'10", his left stick dribbling feels really, really good, especially in non-heavy gameplay. I didn't manage to play him in heavy gameplay, so I can't really argue that. Weak foot, unbelievable. He's right-footed, but I tend to notice he was using his left foot really comfortably and getting those shots off and those passes with his left foot, no problem. And for me, that is something I really, really like about this card. We played him out on the left-hand side. He did rotate with the striker as well, how our formation works. But he could play up front if he wanted to as a 1 or a 2. He could play as a cam. He could play left wing, right wing, left mid, right mid as well. You've got so many options with him. If you are on old gen and you're thinking, well, I want to play him as just a solely winger and nothing else, you could definitely look at going for a Hunter just to maximise that pace and that finishing, because 93 shot power is going to be enough. If you wanted to make him more of a crossing winger, as it were, we've got Maestro here to boost up that short pass and that long pass. You've also got Deadeye to really maximise that short pass and finishing. Or we, of course, have the Catalyst to boost up the pace and the passing. But as a striker, you're definitely looking at Hawk, Hunter, or even Finisher, to be honest, if you're on old gen. It depends how you like your players on new gen. If you like them to be controlled or explosive, depending on the position is where I like to have Accelerate. But you could definitely look at Finisher on new gen to make him explosive as a striker or a winger. But the problem is, I find with that, especially in the way I like to play, if I do the long through balls of explosive, they slow down as they get closer to the box if they do a long through ball. Whereas as a striker, he's in the box, he can explode past strikers or defenders, sorry. And that's something that's going to be more useful. So it depends where you play him in that position, whether to put him as controlled or explosive. But on old gen, you don't need to worry about that at all, because it doesn't work. And that's about it, really. Really, really impressive card. In terms of price, I think it depends. Going back to their fixtures, as I mentioned, if they beat Man City and etc. It depends on that. If they get away with those 3 games, or he starts those 3 games and gets the goals early, his price is going to go up. If they lose those first 3 games, his price will go down. If Jota gets injured, of course, his price is going to go down. So it's really hard to predict the price. But as always, if you have any questions, comment down below. If you're new to the channel, I do a lot of player reviews, pack openings, how to grind, and much more. So hit that like button and subscribe. And I'll hopefully catch you in the next video.